Now starting with NRC, that is Nomination and Remuneration Committee. The term Nomination and Remuneration Committee is again a common committee that has been provided under Companies Act 2013, that is section 178, and also provided under LODR, that is under regulation 19. Okay. So for unlisted entity, it is more than sufficient if they have complied with the requirement of section 178, but for listed entity they have to additionally comply the requirement of regulation 19 of LODR. So when it comes to NRC, as the name suggests, it is Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Nomination means to nominate and remuneration means when it comes to monetary compensation. So it is a committee that is going to look after the appointment, reappointment, removal, performance evaluation, independence evaluation, terms and condition of appointment of director, key managerial person and senior officers. Means we can compare like whatever things that audit committee is taking care of for auditor, for the same things NRC will take care for the director, key managerial person and senior officers. Okay. So when it comes to Nomination and Remuneration Committee, when it comes to Nomination and Remuneration Committee, it is mandatory for all companies for whom for which requirement of audit committee is there. Means I should give a common revision. It is mandatory for all listed entity, all public company having paid up share capital of rupees 10 crore or turnover of rupees 100 crore or borrowing of more than 50 crore. If any one of the condition has been satisfied in previous year, they have to comply with the requirement of constitution of NRC, that is Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Common बात है, constituted by board through board resolution in board meeting or through RBC. Only director can be member, non-director cannot be member. Its composition need to be disclosed in board report. If they have given some recommendation that has not been complied by the board, they have to give justification of such non-admission of their recommendation in their board report. So these are the common points. Now the important thing, minimum number of member required in such committees, 3. How many IDs need to be there? Majority number of directors should be, majority number of members should be half बोला है इन्होंने, तो मतलब not majority, half should be IT. अब half बोले तो when it comes to number, odd number, so definitely majority होगा, but when it comes to even number of members in such committee, half बोले तो अगर 4 members हैं तो 2 should be independent directors. Now the next thing, a very important thing, only non-executive director can become a member in such committee. Only non-executive means part-time director, means executive director includes only 2 director, one is whole-time director and managing director. So these 2 person cannot become member in NRC when it comes to section 178 of Companies Act 2013. So only non-executive directors can become a member in NRC, and if the chairman of the company wants to become a member of such NRC, he can become a member because he is the chairman of the company, but he cannot become a chairman of such committee. Clear hai? Not it's a little bit confusing. They are talking about if the chairman of the company wants to become member in NRC, can he become? Yes. It hardly matters whether he is a executive chairman or non-executive chairman. He can become member, but he can only become member, he cannot become chairman of this committee. Okay. Next, what is going to be its functions? So first function is definitely they'll identify the people who are qualified to for the post of director or key managerial person. They'll recommend about the appointment, reappointment, removal of director, KMP and officers of the company to the board of directors. The committee would definitely determine the criteria of appointment, criteria of terms and conditions that need to be satisfied by the board of director before appointment, reappointment, removal or acceptance of resignation of director, KMP or officer. So we can say that when it comes to human resources at top level, the entire the entire criteria or entire terms and condition of such human resources for their appointment, reappointment, removal will be taken care by NRC. Okay, Nomination and Remuneration Committee. Now when it comes to listed entity, many points are common. There are certain additional requirement that is applicable for listed entities under LODR. The first thing, like the same audit committee में भी ये condition थी. The condition is the chairperson of NRC has to attend the AGM of the company to answer the queries of the shareholders. The first thing that makes a difference for a listed entity, and there are two additional functions that need to be performed by NRC of listed entity, and that is first they need to devise the policy for the diversity of the board of director. Board की diversity means different kind of experienced person, different field के person should be available in the board. Board should be based on diversity, so that board में हर field का एक experienced बंदा हो. Or even they are responsible to take care of succession planning, means once director would vacate or director would leave the office, then who would replace the position of that director, that need to be determined by NRC. So NRC is done. Now we are going ahead with stakeholder relationship committee. So when it comes to stakeholder relationship committee, again for unlisted entity, requirement of section 178 is only applicable. But when it comes to listed company, they have to comply with section 178 along with regulation 20 of LODR. So first requirement is for unlisted entity, every unlisted entity or company having number of security holders more than 1000, means up to 1000 hai, so they need not to constitute a stakeholder relationship committee, but when it is more than 1000 they have to constitute NRC. There is no minimum requirement of member कि इतने member होंगे, या जैसे वहाँ 3 था तो यहाँ ऐसा कोई requirement नहीं है. Its basic task, इस committee का basic task होगा that is to resolve the queries of various security holders. Okay. So this is only the requirement provided for a stakeholder relationship committee under Companies Act. But when it comes to listed entity, so listed entity में there are two additional requirements. The first one is the chairman of the committee must be non-executive director. That has not been given in Companies Act. So non-executive director ही इसका क्या हो सकता है, चेयरमैन हो सकता है. और दूसरी इंपॉर्टेंट बात है कि दे विल टेक केयर ऑफ द रिड्रेसल ऑफ ग्रीवियंसेस ऑफ ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ सिक्योरिटी होल्डर द सेम. बट इसके अलावा कम्युनिकेशन विद द स्टेक होल्डर शुड बी टेकन केयर बाय द स्टेक होल्डर रिलेशनशिप कमिटी ऑफ द लिस्टेड एंटिटी. एवरी कम्युनिकेशन के लिए एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी किसको दी है, स्टेक होल्डर रिलेशनशिप कमिटी को. क्लियर है. सो ये हो गया स्टेक होल्डर रिलेशनशिप कमिटी. ऑल्दो आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट स्पेशल पॉइंट्स दैट हैज़ बीन एप्लीकेबल ऑन कमिटी. शुरू में जो मैंने आपको इन द बिगनिंग आई हैव एक्सप्लेन सर्टेन कॉमन पॉइंट कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड बाय द बोर्ड. Only director can be member, its composition need to be disclosed in board report, denial of their recommendation need to be justified in board report, only director can be member. These all common points you can put on stakeholder relationship committee as well. Done.